Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a review of my Tokai LC98, I think they call it, Les Paul Custom. This is a copy of the famous Gibson Black Beauty. Really great guitar. The only thing I'd say about this guitar, which probably is its one drawback, is that it's pretty heavy. This is full fat Les Paul, no weight relief, and it weighs, whew, you know, I reckon this is up in the 10-pound range. But it's a great guitar. And as is the want with all Tokais, very affordable compared to its Gibson cousin. This is a Japanese made guitar. I think it is the second run down in the Tokai series. There's one above this that's made in Japan, which is dearer again. I don't know what makes those dearer than this. It must have better quality parts or something, I'm not sure, but believe me, this is a great guitar. So let's take a look at the Tokai LC98 Les Paul. Okay, so we'll start here at the headstock. You can see the Tokai logo at the top there. It's got a very familiar looking headstock, binding right the way around, and the fleur-de-lis sort of symbol in the middle. Really like that. It's got the gold. Now these tuners I've replaced actually. These are the hip shot locking tuners in gold. They're the open back style. Can you see that? See how they're open back? And it's using the ump system, they call it, where you put a sort of a plate there, and the tuners sit on the plate, so you don't actually have to screw any holes, do any damage to your guitar, so it doesn't devalue your guitar. They're great. These are really great tuners. I've got, I think I've mentioned this before on other videos, but I've put them on a lot of my guitars and they are just fantastic. So again, I thought that was a really good upgrade on this. It had the kind of vintage style locking, well, not locking, just vintage style tuners on it before, and I think these look a heap better, and they certainly hold the tuning a lot better. Going down, we've just got I suspect it's just a kind of a plastic nut, but it seems to work okay. Nothing too special there. Full block inlays, like its Gibson cousin. 12-inch radius fretboard, rosewood, I believe. The binding on the neck, gloss back neck, really solid neck. I don't know if you can see that. Probably doesn't really come out, but it's a real handful. I like it. I like a solid neck, but this is like that 50s style neck. Suits it. Suits the guitar and the weight. I think you'd expect something like that, I think. Going down, it's got the standard Les Paul setup. These knobs, well, they were changed out when I got the guitar actually. I've still got the black speed knob styles that come with this guitar, but the previous owner put these gold kind of vintage style knobs on it. I really like it. I think it looks really good. It kind of changes the guitar a bit. Suits all with the rest of the gold hardware there. You've got the two humbuckers, fairly low output PAFE style humbuckers. The stop tail bridge setup, the three-way selector switch, neck, both bridge. I think it had a, you might have had the little plastic ring around that, but again, I think the previous owner said he took that off. I don't mind. Again, it looks good. Back of the guitar is just also balanced. It's got that double binding, and you can see it's a full fat solid guitar, so that's why it's so heavy. Yeah, so there you go. It's a great guitar, great player. Sounds really good. sorry I'm not going to play it for you today. Just not set up for that, and believe me, you don't want to hear me play guitar. You probably, all I'd get would be hate. But it's a lovely guitar, lovely to play, lovely feel in the hand. Only drawback is that it is pretty heavy. The Tokais are a great guitar. You know, they're, what can you say? I think they're equal to the Gibson brand, but you know, a Gibson is a Gibson. I mean, if I had this lined up, you know, this or a Gibson guitar, I suppose I'd always take the Gibson just because it is the Gibson brand. But this is a great guitar and it's great quality. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's beautifully finished and it's affordable. You know, I think I'll hold on to this forever. It's just a great guitar, and the thing is, they don't hold their value second hand like some of the Gibsons and Fenders do. There's no doubt about it. This new, I think, is $1,800 Australian. I'd be struggling to get $900 probably for it on the second-hand market. And you know, $900. I was thinking of selling this, but you know, for $900, what else am I going to buy? That's what I thought. I actually put it on eBay, had it all set up and ready to go, and then I thought to myself, if I do sell it, what would I buy for $900 here in Australia? That just about only gets you a Fender Mexican, something like that. And I thought, well, I think I'd rather have this. So as much as I like to buy and sell, and I like to change things up occasionally, I think with these Tokais, I've got this and I've got the SG, you can see behind me there. I just don't think it's worth selling them. I think it's better off keeping them. So anyway, there you go. That's the Tokai LC98. It's the serial number if you want to look it up. I can't recommend the Tokais highly enough. The Japanese ones. This is a Japanese one. It's got the full Japanese 500k pots in it and everything. So I haven't tried the Chinese ones, so I can't comment on those. But these are terrific. You can pick them up second hand here in Australia anyway at really good prices. You know, between $800 and $1,000 will get you a Japanese style Les Paul in great condition. And you know, if you had a choice between this and an Epiphone, I would take this all day long. So you know, you're really, it's a whole step above it. So have a go if you like, if you want, looking for a Les Paul, but you don't want to shell out the $2.5–3 grand which it costs for a second-hand one here in Australia. Have a go at one of these. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a new video on my Tokai SG, and I'll see you soon.